man, what the do y'all know about sports?
You are now listening to the best damn sports podcast. Period. Welcome back, everyone, to the What Do Women Know About Sports podcast. I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
What's up, Victoria?
What's going on?
You know, it's been a easy week.
Yeah, not too much going on, but, you know, we'll talk about the big one.
The big one?
Right, later on.
So, our Cardinals are still holding well.
They are actually.
But you've been stressed out a little bit?
No, so, you know, they're playing the Cubs right now, our actually the Baby Bears, sorry.
The Baby
Bears.
So
they're playing them. I think it's like a 4-game series.
Right.
So they started playing them this past Thursday, which stressed me out. The whole game just stressed me out. Because, like, you know, they was winning. It was like, what, 4-1 or 5-1? I think it was like, no, it was 4-1. So, like, in the ninth inning, like, the Cubs just started scoring. They tied the game. And then we had to force it to the 10th inning. And then, lo and behold, we had Matt Carpenter. Save the day.
They pulled it off?
Yes, with the home run. Made it 5-4. We held them off at the bottom of the 10th. So, that was great. And then they played them this past Friday. And they stressed me out, too. But luckily, they ended up winning 2-1. So, they're like 5 games ahead of the Cubs, which is good. They're like 3 games ahead of the Brewers. They're kind of coming up.
They coming on.
Yeah, they trying, but yeah. So that's good. So we got 2 more games with them.
Yeah.
With the Cubs. So please just hold them off. Just like
I will say that the game between the Cardinals and the Cubs, it's kind of a game that's I believe like they are fighting for a division title.
They are.
Yeah.
So to be the first time since 2015.
Yeah. That
the Cardinals will get it. So.
Which is big.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that. I'm more about like taking small leaps. So if this is one leap that we get, the next one is going to be like, you know, just keep edging forward. So I'm here for it. Just make sure the Baby Birds don't win. That's it.
See, that's the goal right now.
That's the goal right now. Make sure that those Baby Birds don't win.
So we already know that did the Dodgers already clinch?
The Dodgers have clinched, and the Houston Astros have clinched as well.
Have they?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
I believe I looked at the standings the other day, and it's 2 teams have clinched the playoffs, and then another team have clinched the
So you know the
title.
Yankees already clinched theirs.
So it's
the American League.
Yeah. It's so altogether it's 3 teams, but 2 of those teams they have clinched a playoff spot. The other team has just clinched a division title. That's it.
Okay. And
so I know the 3 teams.
So listen, the Braves and so I know the Braves clinched theirs,
right?
And the Dodgers clinched theirs. It's in the National League, and the Yankees clinched theirs in the American League.
Where did I get Houston from?
I don't know.
I swear I thought I saw Houston. Sorry, Houston fans, you guys, you're not there yet.
They clinched no. They clinched a wild card.
I don't care about no wild card. I don't care. I don't care about that. No, I don't care about that. Well, anyway, we're on our way. That's all I care about.
Yeah, so the question now becomes, will the Cardinals be a contender moving forward in the playoffs?
So, based on the way that they have been playing, like as of late, so like leading up to like these last 2 games against the Baby Birds, I think they might be a contender.
I don't know. Like, I have hope. But,
I'm hoping.
You know, the way, you know how they do. So they play good up until they get to the playoffs, and then they just start like.
But they've been really so. in previous seasons they haven't been this good at this point. This particular season, they're really good at this point in wherever the league is now, as far as like we're almost at the playoff spot. They're better than what they were last year at this point. So I'm more hopeful, or I'm more optimistic like this season. So I'm hoping that they are a contender. And I keep saying that because the Blues have brought home their first like Stanley Cup, this should put a fire in their back to be like, we trying to win another title as well and bring 2 titles to the city in the same year. Like, that should be motivation enough for any team. So I'm hopeful. I agree.
But I think they'll do okay. They'll do all right.
Listen, we're taking small steps. We're taking small steps. I'm not even looking towards the World Series yet. I'm in this moment.
I am too, actually.
Yeah.
I just want them to get past. I just want them to like, I don't know. I just want them to get past. Just one game at a time.
Yes, taking one game at a time. I feel like when you jump ahead, it's
kind of lose sight,
and you kind of like jinx it a little bit, maybe a little bit. I'm not trying to do that. So let's keep it one game at a time. Let's stay in this moment right now.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of the Blues, they are officially in preseason.
Yep.
They currently have won, I believe, 2 of their 3 games, which is pretty good.
Yep.
So, listen, we're trying to bring home another championship, another Stanley Cup, like, next season.
Got to stay here? It has to stay here, okay?
It has to. I'm actually going to the preseason game on Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got to let us know how it was. No?
I am, because I'm really excited. I haven't been to a hockey game since when I worked there, so.
Which is, what, like, a couple years? Like
4 years.
Oof.
Yeah, when I worked there, like, TJ Oshie was still on the team. David Backes was the captain still. Yeah. They're no longer here, so I'm really excited.
Cool.
So I'm trying to go to the opener, but I heard tickets are ridiculous.
Of course.
I heard tickets are like ridiculous.
Of course, like
I don't have ridiculous money. So I don't have ridiculous money, so I won't be there.
So we'll see it on TV. Yeah,
I won't be there. I won't be there. Sorry to tell you. But yeah, so that's really much it for like the world of St. Louis sports. Oh, and we have yet to hear any more news about like the soccer team we're supposed to be getting. Like I haven't had any more like updates. I have no idea what's going on with that.
I don't either. Like
I'm still waiting. So
like, is there a game
So like the only thing that we know is that they had that press conference on where they said like we're getting a team.
Right.
I don't know if the team is gonna be men or women. I have yet to find these things out. So I'm still waiting on those updates, and you better know that when we get them, we will share.
Yes, we will. For all you soccer fans.
I want to know what's taking them so long. Like nobody knows, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So, in the world of it's not really, it is basketball, but it's Team USA. We all know
basketball, yeah.
Yeah. We all know that Team USA finished in a...
Oh, so they finished 7th place in the FIBA World Cup.
And which is kind of... So, it's disappointing because it's Team USA. It's kind of a letdown because it's Team USA and people look to them as being the standard.
Right.
But we kind of figured it wasn't gonna end like top tier anyway because the team wasn't as seasoned as they have been in previous years.
True.
Yeah, but even though they did finish like 7th, they are still ranked number 1 in the FIBA like charts, which is great because it's not based on the current tournament; it's based on like the prior years. So
okay,
they are still
like overall.
Yeah, meaning like they're still ranked number 1, which is a good thing, but it makes you wonder like what Tokyo is next summer.
Right.
What kind of team we're gonna have, because the Olympics it's like I feel the World Championships are big. That's a big deal too because it's a World Champion. It's a World Cup, but the Olympics are really big. So you want to bring like the
best of the best.
Yeah. So with that in mind, I believe that Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Damian Lillard they have agreed to participate in the in Tokyo for 2020, which is big.
Yes. So like you mentioned, like the FIBA World Cup, like or World Champions, like nobody really cares about that.
But I do though. That's the thing. I watch it.
But in terms of like the Olympics, like no one really cares.
And
shout out to Spain because they won. You know,
Yeah.
they had Marc Gasol, you know, Pau Gasol's brother, so he was an integral part of that team. So shout out to them. So we got Steph Curry, and assuming Klay Thompson is healthy.
I'm hoping. So he's supposed to come back like February-ish. So hopefully, but regardless though, but the thing is, like, even though you commit, you still have to be picked for the team. So just because like you give your word and saying I'm going to play, you have to still be picked for the team. It's still tryouts. So
true. So he's, you know, Thompson is currently rehabbing right now. So hopefully we really could use Klay Thompson, and obviously we need Dame Lillard. I know you don't like him,
whatever.
Come on, like.
I had this discussion the other day at work. Me and a coworker were talking, and I was mentioning to him how I'm looking forward to the season, and just how Westbrook is. I want him to get a ring, and he was like, do you like him as a player? And I was like, yeah, like Westbrook to me is like an amazing player. I said, but I'm not really a big fan of Damian Lillard. And he was just so shocked. He was like, why not? Like Westbrook's attitude is just as bad. And I was like.
Right.
First of all, we're not going to do that. I was like, but I've been a fan of Westbrook since OKC. So, like, I can see the growth. And because, like, I just like Westbrook. It's different.
So Dame Lillard has no growth?
I don't know.
He definitely has grown.
I mean,
his game has definitely elevated.
That's fine.
Oh. Okay. So we're not going there. Okay.
I mean, listen, it's nothing against Damian Lillard. He's an amazing player. He has an amazing 3-point shot.
I agree with your friend. I agree with your friend.
He has an amazing 3-point shot, but Westbrook is I just like Westbrook more.
That's fine. You know, I'm not a fan of Westbrook, but
most people aren't, but
because his attitude is trash. Your friend is correct.
Wait a minute. That's a bit too far.
I'm just saying.
That's a bit too far.
Just saying.
But so like I was just telling him that like Dame's just not my favorite. That's it. But it's nothing against him as a player. I think he's an amazing player. I want Portland to eventually like be able to get over the hump because I feel like they get to the playoffs and play well and maybe like let's say round 1 and sometimes round 2, but then they get to a point where they don't get over the hump to like go farther. So I want that for them as a team, like as a collective. So the way I feel about Dame Lillard is the same way I feel about LeBron James. I'm a Lakers fan, but I don't like LeBron like that.
I get you.
Yeah,
I get it. That's how I feel about Westbrook. So I get it.
Listen, I take that.
All right.
I take that.
We agree to disagree.
Always. So yeah, I'm hoping for good things like from Team USA moving forward. I hope more top tier or seasoned players come around and say, yeah, I'm going to commit. Regardless as if they commit, they still do have to try out. And just because you commit, there is no guarantee that you will be picked for the team because it's a 12-man roster.
Right. So I think it's going to end or start at the end of July of next year, the Olympics.
It starts in August. It's 2 weeks in August. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's going to be really tricky because a lot of them are going to be coming off of a season.
And most likely, if you know the Warriors are going to make it past, they're going to be in the playoffs. Okay?
Right.
So it's going to be like.
But they've done it before, though. They've done that. I think when you commit for the Olympics as a pro basketball player, whether it's men or women. So for the women, the Olympics is during their season.
Right.
So they know that like there's going to be extra pressure on their body. Like for the men, the NBA season ends in like June-ish.
June, yeah.
So like by the time August comes, like some of them are probably like a little bit like rested. They've had like vacations with their family or whatever. But it's still hard because it's 2 weeks in August and then you have practice because then the season is finna start anyway. So it's gonna be hard and difficult, but I think a lot of them
That's what I'm saying. Like, I hope like
But
Klay
it's-
Thompson can hold up.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's the elite of saying like I've played for Team USA or saying or being
Steph has, so he knows.
or
So.
saying like I'm an Olympian. And Clay played in 2016
Yeah.
in Tokyo.
Yep.
So that's a good quality. That's a good quality to just say like I've played for Team USA. I'm an Olympian. We all can't say that. So
And actually won a gold. So.
yeah. So I'm hoping for good things, just for a better turnaround and a more seasoned,
And hopefully, like
experienced team.
more top tier players will be like. I want LeBron to, but I don't think he will though.
Did he retire from Team USA?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know if he'll come back though. But you know who they do need?
Who?
Carmelo. Just stop blackballing him, man.
According to Team USA, Melo retired after the 2016 Olympics.
Okay.
I don't believe that, but according to them, he retired. But listen, I'm still hopeful for Melo to be picked up by somebody. Somebody
That's
needs
just
to pick
crazy.
up Melo. Somebody. I mean, it is crazy though. It's like he's like the ugly duckling, just not being picked. I'm offended for him. But it could be a mindset too. Like I continuously say that if a team is going to take you, you have to be okay with taking a backseat role. And his mindset probably isn't
At this
there.
point, I think he's okay with that.
Have you talked to him?
No, I'm just saying no. But in the previous episodes that we done, he did say that he was willing to do that. So
Okay. So hopefully it comes around because I feel that he's still in his element or he's still in his youth as far as basketball wise and legs wise that he can still put up like good numbers.
well, let me rephrase. He should be okay with that.
So you
I'm just
so
saying.
you haven't talked
he
to Melo.
should- Obviously not. But I'm saying he should be okay with doing that if he wants to play.
Facts.
So
We just gotta wait and see. I'm hoping just gotta wait and see. I'm hoping for more updates as far as like Team USA goes, as far as the men. Just to see like who else comes around because like Steph, Clay, and Dame are already big names. So who else is going to come back to be like I'm going to play? Like Kevin Durant, I know he's not going to do it because he's out the whole entire season.
Right.
So just count him out. But it's other big name players who I'm sure will be glad to say, yeah, I'm going to play for the. I feel like the Olympics get more coverage anyway because
obviously,
it's on TV.
that's why I said no one cares about the.
But it's so odd because like the World Championships in track are on TV. But FIBA for basketball isn't. But you can stream it from YouTube. So just gotta wait and see. I was pretty excited like when I saw Steph had made his commitment because that's a big deal.
Right.
So I'm excited.
Right. So
speaking of basketball or more basketball, there's a Facebook show. The Ball Family.
So,
It's called the Ball Family?
The Ball. It's like I'm not sure what it's called, but they do have a television show on Facebook. I don't know people who watch it, but
I won't lie. When Lonzo was getting drafted and his dad was making that big ordeal about him, I think I watched maybe 3 episodes on Facebook.
I haven't seen one.
I wasn't impressed.
I've seen clips, but I haven't seen like a full episode.
I watched.
Is it like how long is it? Like
it
20?
Like 20 minutes. Like
okay.
that. I wasn't impressed, so I stopped watching. A recent episode came out where Lonzo and his dad were kind of in like an argument over
the Big Baller brand.
Yeah, I haven't bought any of their merchandise. No, sorry. And Lonzo was basically saying we should change the name, right?
Because I don't know if you all follow the Big Baller brand, but
yeah,
apparently
I probably don't.
the founder Alan Foster was accused of allegedly stealing $2 million from the company. So Lonzo's like, I don't want to be part of that.
Gotta watch who you hire.
Exactly.
Hey.
Yeah. So Lonzo, he did mention that he wanted the name to be changed, and LeVar's like, no, because that's your name. Like, your name is in this. So no, not changing the name. So Yeah, and then it came. So the reason why this particular segment is blown up is because LeVar pretty much said that it's like people saying, "Oh yeah, change Lonzo's name to Alfonso" on the fact that he's been damaged good for the last 2 years.
So his comment was taken out of context. I will say that. I don't think he was calling his son damaged goods.
Now that I looked at it,
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way. People, people blow stuff out of proportion.
It's always.
And they take a clip and just blow it out of proportion. Not if you actually watch it, that's not what he was saying.
He was giving an example as to why he doesn't want the name to be changed. So
Exactly.
He wasn't calling him damaged goods, but if you watch it and if you watch just a comment and not watch for understanding, most people do.
Right.
Then you can misconstrue like what was being said. I can see both sides. So I can see why Lonzo wants the name to be changed. And I can also see why LeVar doesn't. Like, that's your brand. This is my name. We built this. Like, why would I want to change this? But then again, on the other side, it's a lot of stuff that's being lagged around with this brand.
So apparently, like, the brand itself
is already failing.
Yeah, and there are people saying that they have, like, poor quality. Like, their products are, like, not up to par.
Listen, LeVar was putting a lot on his sons and his brand.
Course. I mean, just like
he
a
was
father
like,
should. I mean,
whatever. He was saying stuff like, this brand is gonna be as big as Nike.
He did say that.
Like, sir, I'm flabbergasted. He was putting a lot on it, but as you should with anything that is yours and you worked hard for, you ride for it. But he was putting a lot of heavy load on it.
So the name of the show is called Ball in the Family.
Whatever.
Okay. Just to let y'all know, if y'all don't know, if y'all want to check it out, it's on Facebook.
Y'all don't.
Okay, but like I don't agree with LeVar Ball 90% of the time, but
99% of the time,
right? But in this case,
I can see his point.
I can see his point too. Yeah. So you just can't just because something happened, you can't give up on it or stop doing it.
Yeah.
So Lonzo Ball is the only NBA person that's like a part of Big Baller Brand. So no other NBA.
Yeah, cause that's his last name. That's his daddy. So he gonna do he's the only one. I doubt anybody else joins. I'm sorry. I doubt anybody else like, yeah, put me on Big Baller. Nope. Nope. Not doing that. Nope. But I can also see Lonzo's point as well. Like, it's been it's not doing well. We aren't really making a profit. Like, we're getting backlash. This is a scandal. We might want to change the name and rebrand it a different way so it's not getting the negative light that we're getting at this moment. So I can see both sides of the argument.
But at the end of the day, it's gonna be the Big Baller Brand.
I mean, his daddy is very aggressive. But just keep in mind that his dad was not calling him damaged goods. He was giving an example as just to say that because you have not been playing up to par as to what I know that you can play as a father, we should just stop calling you Lonzo Ball and just start calling you Alfonso. Like, I get that. Because you're damaged goods. Like, I'm going to change your name to this because, like, you aren't playing at your potential. So I get all of that.
I mean, it's kind of true in a sense.
He put a lot on him too.
He hasn't been playing up to par, so.
He was making diss tracks about being traded.
Right.
It's a lot. I don't know. I get both sides of it. He was not calling him damaged goods. Let's start there. I feel, and you said it earlier, like, I feel that people take what they want from a segment or from a clip and flip it to make it into a negative light. You can't always you have to listen for understanding, not just to respond.
Exactly.
And people don't do that. But
people gotta have the drama.
I will say that I hope that they are able to turn it around because they are a black-owned company. It's great to see a family wanting to do stuff and leave a legacy of some sort, like for their children and grandchildren. So I appreciate that. So hopefully they are able to come to some sort of agreement, whether it's changing the name or whether it's getting new management or getting new people that's going to brand you in a different light. Whatever you get that's going to change it around for you, like, do that.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel like a new name is going to change anything because we already know who's behind it.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I just think they need like just new
a new team.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
and I hope they
and
get
probably
that.
some better products. That's
like better quality.
You know,
that'll
help.
Small stuff. Just the small things. just the small things in life. Nothing major. Just good quality.
Right. Oh yes.
So basketball, the women, they are currently in playoff season.
They are. I mean, people don't know that because people don't watch it. So
And people
enlighten
suck.
us, please. No.
People suck. So they are currently in playoff season. Listen, the WNBA it's an exciting game. If you haven't heard before or heard me say it previously, I like to watch them because it's below the rim basketball. It's a team. It's more team play. They pass the ball. It's not all of the theatrics of like a
one star.
Yeah, it's not all of the theatrics of like an alley oop or it's none of that. They play team.
They probably can.
Yeah, some of them can dunk, but it's not about that. It's a team sport. It's a team sport. They play as a collective. We are down to the semifinals, and it's between the Washington Wizards and the Washington.
You went NBA on us.
Sorry, it's the Washington Mystics. I'm sorry, and it's the Las Vegas Aces, and then it's also the Los Angeles Sparks and the Connecticut Sun.
Okay.
Those are the last 4 teams remaining. I will say that Washington is leading Las Vegas 2-0, and Connecticut is leading the Sparks 2-0.
Is it a 7 game?
It's the best of 5.
5, okay.
So you have to at least win 3.
Okay.
So if they are already up 2-0 on the next game,
exactly,
it's a wrap. So, however, in the previous round, in round 2, the Las Vegas Aces were playing the Chicago Sky, and it was like 4 seconds in the 4th, and I believe Chicago was up by 2. The Las Vegas Aces, I think Chicago had threw the ball out. A player for the Aces, her last name is Hamby. She came up and got the ball and took and made like a it wasn't a half court shot, but it wasn't at the 3-point line either. It was between like half court and 3-point. She threw the ball up and made a 3-pointer and they won, like just like that. Like it was a legit like buzzer beater. Like Chicago was stunned. If you have not seen that video, like YouTube it, just go find it. It's a legit it's a highlight reel. Because like she threw it up, just throwing it up or whatever, but she made it. I was impressed. It was like you made that shot and you pushed your team forward like to the next round. That's what it's all about. Like it's all about these last minute things in basketball. It's the excitement. It's the highlight reels. I liked it. I keep watching it actually. Sorry.
So when is like the next game?
It may be one tonight.
Okay.
Possibly, I'm not sure, but I do know that we are in the semifinals, and whoever wins the next game from either of the 4 teams, those are the players. Those 2 teams go forward like to the finals.
Right.
I will say that Washington and the Connecticut Sun, they actually did not go through the first 2 rounds because they had the best standings like through the whole season, so they were automatically pushed forward like to the semifinals, which is pretty dope. Okay. So I'm excited for that. So if you have not been watching, start watching today. If there's a game today, watch today. If not today, watch tomorrow. It's exciting. Like it's not like how you would think like, oh my God, it's girls playing like no, it's nothing like that. They play hard. They're passionate about it. They want them win. They want a W as well. So watch the game. I've been watching it.
Cool. I'm gonna check it out. Like I'm gonna be honest, like I don't watch as much WNBA as I should.
I'm disappointed, Victoria.
I know. But I gotta change that because some of these girls do actually play better than these men. So you gotta support. And I just like we want equal pay. But you got to figure, like, the NBA ranks, like, so much money. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And I will say it's the support. The women don't get the support.
They don't.
Yeah.
From, like, most NBA players. Not from them. Well, you know, Kobe does, obviously. But, like, most NBA players, they don't show as much love.
A few of them be at the games. Like, I've seen LeBron at a couple sports games. I've seen Russell Westbrook at games. They, like, I know for a fact, like, when they went to Rio for the Olympics in 2016, the men and women bonded.
I remember that.
They got, like the men will tell you that, like, they ball. Like, they created a bond between those players, like, on both teams. They bonded. It's because, like, a lot of the women, especially, like, Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird, they are veterans, like, compared to players like Steph Curry or Kevin Durant. They've been in their league since, like, 2002, 2004. Like, they're vets. Like, yeah, they respect them as players, and because they know, like, they ball out. Like, Diana Taurasi is my favorite player, whether she's male or female. Like, her attitude is not always the best, but she's going to give you everything. Like, if you think that Steph Curry is a 3-point shooter, watch her play.
Oh, I've seen her
watch
play
her
before,
play.
yeah.
Like, she's older now, but she still balls. Like, watch her. Like, if you think Steph Curry got a 3-point shot or whoever, watch her. Just watch it. Like, it's bananas.
Yeah, her range is dope. I've seen her play before.
Yeah. Bananas. So just watch the WNBA games. Make sure you just tune in, like, support them. Like, we support a lot of stuff that's trash. This is not trash. It's a legit amazing thing to watch on TV, and I like it.
All right.
So we have two news. So it's time for the Damian Star of the Week.
Let's start with the Star of the Week.
Okay, so because I was just talking about the WNBA playoffs and the teams who are remaining, my Star of the Week is Elena Delle. She plays for the Washington Mystics. She was recently crowned the WNBA 2019-2020 MVP. She has been having an MVP type of season. Elena Delle, if you've seen her play, some people can compare her to, and this could be a stretch, but I'm just gonna say it, maybe like Kevin Durant-esque-ish. Like, she has a 3-point shot. She also has a step back. She has a turnaround jumper. She defends. She blocks shots. She's like, she does it all. I will say that during this season, she was the first ever in WNBA history to put up a 40. It's a 50-40-90. The first ever woman in the entire league to ever do that. So what that means is that she had a 51.5% on field goal percentage, a 43.8% on 3-point percentage, and a 97.4 on free throw percentage. If you don't know what that is, she's been getting her shots on the court. She's been balling out behind the 3-point arc.
And getting them free throws.
And getting her free throws. She's been balling. She's been balling. And so she's the first ever in their history to get that. She deserves this MVP.
Of the, like, WNBA period?
Yes. First ever woman to ever do it in the WNBA. This MVP season was hers. Give her that award. And she got it. I'm excited for her. I actually hope that they go all the way and win their first ever championship.
So, like, solidify, like,
yeah. She is also a 2016, like, Rio Olympic gold medalist. Listen, take them all the way. Take them all the way. So,
okay, you said they're 2-up, right? 2-0, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They are up 2-0 over the Las Vegas Aces. So, listen, she's having an amazing season. I hope it continues for her. I hope she gets her first WNBA ring. I also like what she does off the court. I know that she cares for her sister. Her sister was born with like a mental it was a disability. Mm-hmm. She cares for her full time, which is amazing. So, yeah, congrats to her.
Okay.
Now, this
Nice.
dummy of the week, listen, I was not trying to make him my dummy of the week.
But he has to. He has to. It's inevitable. Like,
It's just so
and
sad.
and
He has-
considering what happened yesterday,
But it's
you
not.
got to.
Okay, so he's the dummy of the week, and it's not because of the things that's going around in the media about him as far as like the things that we probably won't talk about, but it's just his other antics and that combined have led to this decision.
And like I said, what happened yesterday?
Yeah. So if you don't know, my dummy
You
of the
living
week.
under a rock, like
Yeah, I don't know where you been, but my dummy of the week is none other than Antonio Brown.
we got to.
From
You
being,
didn't want to do it, but I was
did
like,
not want
got
to do this. I
to.
blame Victoria because I was not trying to make him dummy of the week, but here we are.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
happens. So from being dropped by the Raiders and him causing all of his antics and doing all of the shenanigans that he was doing, to then being picked up by the Patriots.
Which he was like, okay.
Okay, like this is a turnaround. Like, Patriots. Yes, that's what's up. But then the first allegation hit, and many people were like, okay, whatever. We feel like whatever we feel about that, cool. He actually played a game, I believe.
He
this
played, I think it was was it the second week? Yeah, I think it was, it was this previous week that he played.
and put up great numbers.
He played amazing.
Played an amazing game.
Tom Brady was just giving it to him.
Played an amazing game.
Yeah.
Played an amazing game, but then another allegation hit. He lost his endorsement deal with Nike.
Nike was like, yeah, he's
Nike
not
was
a
like-
Nike athlete. He's
Nike
like,
was like, listen,
Like-
we just cannot do this. The slogan is just do it. They can't do it. They cannot. And then yesterday, the Patriots was like, listen, we thank him for his 11 days, but we got to let him go. I just feel he cannot catch a break. I just feel so bad. I feel so bad. Victoria laughing. I'm serious.
oh my God.
She's laughing, and I'm trying to be
Because
serious.
it's funny. Like, he did this to himself.
And
I'm just, ugh.
And listen, and him being dummy in the day, I'm not even focusing on his allegations because like that's what they are at this point. I'm more focused on the like Nike dropped you. The Patriots dropped you after 11 days. And you had all these wild antics after the Raiders dropped you. Like you was doing all of this. This plays a part in listen, there is always gonna be consequences like to your actions. You have to watch what you say and do. I just feel really bad. He cannot catch a break.
So what happened Thursday? They were
He was
saying
at-
that he sent intimidating text messages to one of his accusers. So that's when the Patriots was like, yeah, that was the final straw.
I felt bad when Nike dropped him like on Monday or Tuesday. Like I was like, man, Nike to let you Nike.
That's the end of his endorsement.
That's the end of your endorsement with.
He had a whole $15 million
Ooh,
contract.
Maybe he can go to the big baller brand. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
But
So yeah, for those very reasons, Antonio Brown is the dummy of the week.
he did send out a series of tweets. You know, he did thank the
He did
Patriot
thank the
organization,
Patriots,
you
yeah.
know, for the opportunity.
And that's mature.
Yes, and he did thank Tom Brady for the time that they had, you know. And, you know, Tom Brady responded with 3 heart emojis, you know.
Shout out to Tom Brady.
The GOAT of the GOATs.
So my question is like, where does this leave Antonio Brown? Like, will he try to move forward like with a different team, or will he try
First
to
of
come
all,
back?
that shouldn't be his goal right now. He should be trying to
Like clear his name?
yeah, exactly.
That
Like
too.
that should be his main focus
But
right now.
I'm speaking in terms like NFL wise.
I get
like
you.
His career wise.
I get you, but
like,
you can't move. You can't. You got to deal with what
can't
you're
jump
dealing
one
with,
hurdle. Yeah,
because he may not end up with a team,
that's so sad.
depending if he's guilty or not. So
Yeah.
one step at a time.
Oh, I just feel so bad. Polar tink tink.
You can't feel bad for somebody who did it themselves.
Who did to themselves?
I mean, his antics just. I don't feel sorry for him. Sorry.
And you see the difference between
You had all these opportunities, man. Like, just,
yeah. And you see the difference between my star of the week and my dummy of the week. My star out here shining bright. This dummy out here, listen, he out here struggling.
light dimming.
It's dim. So yeah, let's give it up for our star of the week, Elena Deladine, and our dummy of the week, Antonio Brown. I feel so bad.
Why do you feel bad?
Because, but I don't feel like bad. It's just that like you hate to see people like crumble. And he's crumbling at this point.
I don't know. Like, I don't.
Oh, he's crumbling.
I know, but it's like everything that has happened. You know, I don't want to say it, but like I don't. And these are all accusations.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I believe. I don't know what to believe.
They're accusations, so no.
They are.
So listen,
but it's
you
like
wait until
y'all
you get
just coming
information.
out right when he's doing all of this. You just finally decide to like just come out with all this stuff, like try to turn him down. Like is that what
But
y'all doing?
he was
Like,
clowning before these
he was, but I'm
accusations, though.
saying everything that led up to that.
Yeah, but he was clowning before though. He was a little on a cuckoo's nest a little bit.
So they picked this fine opportunity
I just
to come out with these allegations. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like some.
yeah. But I
Some
will
seems
say,
fishy.
I will say that I've been waiting for the patch to drop him since the first one because like that's a big deal. That's big. Even the first allegation, like that's a big allegation.
I mean, Patriots can't say nothing because they've been a scandal. So I mean, can't go there with that. But
So yeah, we just wish him all the best.
but I'm saying like this final thing, like him sitting and intimidating, like
That's on you,
texts
sir.
and threats and stuff.
You
That's
stupid.
that's when the Patriots like
A
that's
dummy.
it. But I feel like they would have like kept him on if that hadn't happened.
He's a dummy. When
That's
you-
what I'm saying.
When
Like,
you do stuff you create your own demise. Dummy of the week. That's
they
it.
probably would have kept him.
Probably. But when you create your own demise and you are your own worst enemy, you put yourself in situations where there's only one choice, and this was the only choice. And that's why he dummy of the week. That's exactly why.
I don't know. I hope it ain't true in his case, but I mean, there is a little bit of evidence out there, so I don't know.
Listen, I wish him all the best. All the best. Well, this was an exciting episode.
Yeah.
It was really fun. Make sure you guys do check out the WNBA. Still be on the lookout, like for any new updates regarding Team USA and the men that's gonna recuperate for Tokyo. Let's keep our Cardinals lifted up.
Yes.
You
they
know?
they gonna need it.
Let's hope for a strong NHL season from the St. Louis Blues when the season starts. And let's hope we don't have no more dummy of the weeks.
Oh, we will. But,
We
know.
definitely will. Definitely. As always, I am Bree Nicole.
And I'm Vicky D.
We'll see y'all next week. Peace.